There was a lot of hardware in Winnipeg last year. President's Trophy, MVP, Vezina Trophy, but not the one that everybody wants. It was a bit of a disappointing finish for the Winnipeg Jets in the playoffs, but that's not what we're talking about here.
No.
We're talking about the regular season, 114 points for the Winnipeg Jets. Now, let me ask you guys this. You're not going to believe the over-under that BetMGM has them at.
116.
116, sorry. I don't know why it says 114 when I have. Anyway, long story short, that's what it says.
It is what it says.
It says
Adam and I are both on NHL.com. Mine says 116. His says 114.
Well, it doesn't matter. Reality is,
I want to dig into that.
we're both on the same website.
There's no way.
Is it?
We're both on the same website.
Oh, okay. It had me listed at April 15th instead of April 17th.
Why?
I don't know. I just looked up the wild card standings and it put me at April 15th. So
how
now
many
I'm at
other
April
team
17th.
previews have we screwed up?
Probably a couple.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's look at this though. Okay, 116 points.
Yes.
What would you estimate? What would you guess BetMGM would have them at this season? And by the way, it's slightly lower.
Yeah.
101.5.
That would be a big jump or a big fall, right? That's a 15-point difference. Jesse, what do you have?
108.5.
They have them at 97.5.
What?
Wow.
Which is really surprising. I'm not sure what you can attribute that to. Unless they
Ehlers?
were listening to Jesse Blake and saying, hey, Connor Hellebuck is a fraud.
You know, maybe. I wasn't wrong. I was just early.
Yeah. That
How
could be
about
it.
them apples?
So are you over or are you under at 97.5, Jess?
No, give me the over. Give me the over. This year, I don't have some long, impassioned speech about how goalies can't keep it together for years in a row, which was factually true and where I based my predictions on. This year, no. I'm not doing that. I'm trusting that Connor Hellebuck is an outlier and not like the goalies of the past. So over.
I'm going with a big fat over.
Yeah, over.
90
for sure.
Spoiler, they're taking a step back. 97's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and there's not really any reason they have to take a step back, but we'll get into that. Starting with the goaltending, boys. I mean, obviously, you've got the Hart Trophy and Vezina Trophy winner and Eric Comrie, who's pretty good as a backup too. Listen, this seems like a pretty good pairing. Connor Hellebuck is 32 years old, though, and has played a lot of games, regularly leads the NHL in minutes. Is he one of those guys that's just an outlier and could just do that for his entire career and never get injured? Or do you kind of start to look at it and go, okay, 32 years old, doesn't need to play that many games anymore. Does it even matter if we win the division?
Adam, you're being tasked with finding out the last time Connor Hellebuck played less than 60 games in a season.
Oh boy, Steve. I'm going to say 2020, 2021.
You nailed it because there were only 56 games. Of those 56, he played 45.
Wow.
45. The year before, he played 58 out of what I'm sure was about 70 because of COVID. And before that, 63, 67. 16-17 season.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Laine's rookie year. This lazy bum played 56.
It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. He's regularly in the close to 4,000 minutes of hockey played every year. 3,800 minutes usually.
3 straight seasons of 920 and above save percentages, which today is psychotic.
No, all time it's psychotic.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing last year about the 920.
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to be able to do it for 3 consecutive years, and he's done it for 3 consecutive years. And we forget, like, with the Vezina and Hart Trophy wins from last year, that he won the Vezina the year before as well.
Yes.
He back-to-back the Vezina, and it looked like he's the front runner for doing it a third time.
Yep.
And it gets to a point where it's not like, okay, this is the rule and how it applies to goalies. And then this guy is the exception to the rule. Like, you outline those games played and how he's done it consistently throughout his career. You outline the save percentage and how ridiculous it is. Like, there's no reason to bank on, like, this is going to be the year. He doesn't do it because all he's ever shown is that he can do it.
The most difficult to replicate part is not the save percentage; it's the wins.
Mhm.
He had 47, which is a career high. Even though he's played all these games, it's the second time he's reached 40 wins.
Wins are like, it's not pitchers in baseball,
No.
but goalie wins, they're team stat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But 47 of them's a lot,
Yeah, totally.
right?
it is a lot, and
It's like plus minus, bit of a team stat, but minus 40 is a lot.
might he hit 40 again? Maybe 47.
Yeah.
47.
So again, I
many
ask
wins
you guys,
for a goalie.
how
man.
many times in his career can the Winnipeg Jets, especially at 32 years old, can they expect him to play over 3,500 minutes? And I'm asking that honestly because this is the piece of this team. That's why we're spending so much time on it. That's going to be a question for the Jets.
Why shouldn't they expect it to continue?
It's 32.
That's okay. He was 31 last year.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
Adam,
think like 31 to 32 isn't 37.
Yep.
in February, though, he's going to get a month off because the Jets aren't playing. Wait, no, he's going to start for Team USA at the Olympics. So he's actually going to play more this year than he typically
And
does.
does that make him even more dedicated to the game?
Yes, probably.
Like, does that make him want to peak in February and then peak again in April? So he's even more committed to everything that goes on from October to February, as opposed to kind of just walking through it, which he's never done.
Yeah, I'll use one of his peers. Andrei Vasilevsky, year in and year out, he's playing like 60, 65 games. And when you're talking about the best goalies in the league, you go to him every year. And you count on him every year until you see evidence of, the armor cracking. Then he got the back surgery and he missed a lot of time and wasn't very good. And you go, okay, Connor Hellebuyck just has not shown that.
right.
He has, he's gotten the yips in the playoffs a few times. This is not a playoff conversation. This is the regular season. So I'm going to give him the Vasilevsky treatment of
Until you show me otherwise.
until you show me otherwise, you're unbreakable.
And Steve, like the Vasilevsky treatment of like, when he gets the back surgery, he's going to be awful and that sort of stuff. Vasilevsky had one maybe down year, which is that year. 52 games started, 900 save percentage, and they were good. He had 30 wins and 20 losses.
It's not even bad. It's bad by his standard.
Right. Year before that, it's 34 wins, 22 losses, 60 games started, 915. And then last year, in a year where nobody was on Tampa, he had a 921 save percentage and started 63 games.
Wow.
Great. Yeah,
Wow.
so he's back.
Like if he's that class, unless there's a back surgery gonna happen this season, we should expect Connor Hellebuyck to continue his reign.
Yeah.
And it's like we're at like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
We've only done
Just
Hellebuyck.
but here's the other thing. So
Well,
then,
we know what they're good at, right?
yeah, the other thing we should talk about is the fact that up front, two major things to look at. Number one, Kyle Connor, when he signs, will be potentially, if he signs before Kaprizov, the highest paid winger in the league.
Wow.
He is already second, only to Mark Scheifele on the Winnipeg Jets all-time scoring list. And by the way, we're not including the 80s Jets in that. He is second in even strength goals to Mark Scheifele and catching him quite quickly. And this is a guy who regularly pots 40. Like it's in his sleep, and it's probably the quietest 40 goal scorer in the league. What do you think his next contract looks like, just for fun?
Give me 12.
Jess, what do you think?
12. Ooh.
I think 12's low.
Oh, you think 12's low?
I think 12's low.
I think they get a good deal then. I'm gonna go 12 as well.
I think
I'm gonna go 11.8.
Whoa.
I think this past summer he
What about
said,
893?
Thank you, Mitch. That'll be my number. Thank you.
I think Kyle Connor's in the $13 to $14 million a year conversation.
Really?
Boys. I really, really do. The other one we got to talk about is Jonathan Toews. Goes out of his way to sign with his hometown team. Bonus laden deal, $2 million, but can go up to $5.25 million. 37, has missed the last couple of years, although it's looking like he's going to be playing top line minutes again. Do you think he can do it?
Well, this is the biggest monkey wrench with the Winnipeg Jets. They're not adding Toews to the team. He is replacing Adam Lowry.
Yeah.
For several months.
Yeah.
Unless there's been an update
He's on the
to
IR
his
still.
injury.
Yeah.
What do they look like? Like, let's say Toews returns to the form he was at before going away for a couple years.
Yep.
Then you have him on a team with Adam Lowry, he'll be returning from injury, but he's also a very good player. Wow. Like all of a sudden, that's a pretty formidable group.
Is it enough to make up for the loss of Ehlers?
Well, that is going to have to be done by, I'm looking for someone like Cole Perfetti to step up. I'm looking for Gabe Vilardi to step up. Nino Niederreiter, wouldn't kill him to, like 37 points is fine. But I always feel like he's capable of so much more.
Nino?
Yeah, El Nino. Just looking at that team, they're losing Ehlers on the wing. They're adding to the middle. If you're going to build a team, it's probably better to do it from the middle. But I don't think Toews is an Ehlers replacement in the slightest.
Jesse, thoughts on Toews?
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the Jets entering the season as good as they were last season. It's definitely a step back in terms of the roster being constructed with Lowry and Ehlers gone. Well, Lowry injured and Ehlers gone. So you're asking a guy who was at his peak, the Selke winner, one of the best two-way centermen in the entire league, to really carry a big burden when he hasn't played hockey in, it'll be 2 full years. Since he's played, probably a little more than that.
It's probably like 2.5 because he had to like skip out midway through the season in Chicago too, right?
So it's such an unknown. Like I don't know what he's going to be at NHL game level, like training camp and everything. You can look good preseason, you can look good, but over the course of 82 games, playing second line center for a team that needs that, it's gonna be a hard ask, and I'm just really curious to see if he's still got it. I have no idea.
It's not Gabriel Landeskog, who I keep saying, whenever these guys, make a comeback, can they, can't they? Landeskog didn't play for several years. Yes, he was working with an NHL team's staff the whole time. Toews hasn't been doing that. He's been working with very accomplished people, and I mean, he's rich, right? Like he can work with whoever he wants, but it's just not the same. And just saying, oh yeah, he's just going to be Selke guy again. Like that's.
I haven't heard a lot of people questioning it though.
That's true.
The thing is, like,
no one knows what to expect.
I know, but there's very little of the hey. What is this?
Well,
and that part for me has been strange in its coverage because it seems to be more like pom-poms, here he is, and that's great.
It's a great
but
story.
That's a July 1st story. That's not a September story. And I'm not hearing a lot of okay, where is it now?
No one wants to write about this great comeback from a Hall of Fame player is going to bomb. Like no one wants to talk about.
No one's brave enough to write that story.
No one's and also like. You look like such an asshole if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because no one, besides maybe Minnesota Wild fans, is cheering for that failure. No.
Yeah.
You know what I
point.
mean?
Good point. Okay.
I wonder if somebody like Brad Lambert, who's still so young, but could find a way into this lineup.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because it's not like I don't see a dearth of young players coming to step in and fill some of these roles. They're kind of middle-aged to youngish, and they're kind of all set. So I wonder if a kid like that can get it, crack the lineup.
7 goals in the A last year.
All right. Well, let's see because we're running a little late here. Where do you have the Winnipeg Jets? I'll just start off by saying I have them second. I think that Colorado is going to be, shot out of a gun to start this season, but I think the Winnipeg Jets are almost as good as they were last year. And if the loss of Ehlers and the addition of Toews cost them 2 or 3 wins, well, that's 4 to 6 points. And I still think that gets them over 110. So I like the Winnipeg Jets the way they are. Guys, what do you think?
97 points is disrespectful, but that being said, third.
Okay. Jesse Blake.
I have them at second. Shout out Josh Morrissey, one of the most underrated defensemen in the entire league. Shout out Luke Schenn, who's still kicking, probably going to make their 6th defenseman. So second in the division for me.